Hello, I'm Steve. Welcome to the Patio Heat channel, where we provide visual concepts of infrared heating as well as tips for outdoor comfort. Send your request into designs@patioheat.com for your personalized recommendation. Our one-on-one customer support helps you make the best decision for your application. We strive to earn your business. Visit our patioheat.com website for sales and more information. Now let's get heating. All right, so we have this residential standalone structure here. And let's go into the dimensions. So first of all, well, I should just mention this, is that we're going to just be focusing on heating up this section here and then this section over here possibly. So the customer said that they only have a total of 50 amps available for this application. So let's go into the overall dimensions that I have. So from this inside edge of the post here to the inside edge of the post here, I have 15'6". From this inside edge here to the inside edge over here, I have that at 7'4", and then you can see I have it set back here about 2 feet from this post out edge here to the outer edge over here, and then also the overall distance on this span here at 12'2" from inside to inside edge. We have the overall height of the bottom edge of this beam here at 8'7", and then I have it at the top edge at 9'5". So the bottom of this beam at 9'5" going across here. So I think that's about it. Let's go ahead and turn off those dimensions and then go ahead and take a look at what we can do here. So at 50 amps availability, the first primary area that I would believe they wanted to heat up is the dining space over here, and I would go with possibly 2 of the 6,000 watt CD series. These are CDs 6024, 6,000 watt, 240 volts. They're at 25 amps a piece, so that's a total of 50 amps right there. Not quite sure if they can actually even produce the 50 amps with a margin for error as far as the electrical is concerned, so that's something that you'd have to check out with your licensed electrician in the field. So but if that is possible, what I've done here is I've taken the Slimline or the CD series, this is the 6,000 again, and I've taken the bottom edge of the heater itself and I matched it up with the bottom edge of the physical beam itself. You can see the bracket here is a little bit higher than that, so this is a 6-inch bracket, but to keep this, you could move the heater slightly down so that it would actually physically match up, and then you'd still have that clearance to combustible over here. Let's go ahead and look at the clearance over here. This is a 18-inch clearance from the edge of the heater to the outer edge over here. This is all below the heater itself. 18 inches from this edge here to the left, and then 18 inches on this side here. So all 4 sides is 18 inches below the heater. Above the heater is a clearance of 6 inches, so we have 6 inches from here to here. And the way I was able to accomplish that is I took the extended bracket. I believe we only needed 4 1/4 inches or something of that nature, but I would probably go with the 6-inch extended bracket. So from here to the center point here would give you that a total of 12 inches, I believe is what it comes out to. So that would be my recommendation, is going with the 12-inch total distance or length of the bracket itself. So it's called a 6-inch extended bracket. The OEM bracket that comes with the heater itself only gives you 6 inches of clearance when the heater is mounted on the ceiling, or if you were to adjust the angle of the heater, you could do it that way as well. So in this case though, I'm using the extended bracket. All right, let's go ahead and look at the rest of this here. So what I did is I attached the heater centered in the patio itself, and then let me go ahead and turn off these clearances here. You can see that I have these beams at 48 inches on center. So center to center, 48 inches, and then 48 inches center to center here. And you can see here we have a pretty good overlapping ray. I would say this is just perfect for this application. And we can see that we're probably heating up the area on this side a little bit more You know, you could adjust the heater itself so that it's actually physically on the other side of the beam here, and then place this one on this side of the beam here, because you want that crossover here. Let's just go ahead and try this real quick. We can adjust this and then move this just so you can see what I'm talking about here. Go ahead and move this over here, and now you can see that the you know, center crossover right here doesn't really exist, so it wouldn't be as comfortable right here in this spot here, unless we did something, you know, like what I said here just a minute ago, which was to move one of the heaters, you know, so they're both facing the same direction, I should say it that way. So let's go ahead and do that, and I'm going to go ahead and delete that, and you can see here that that crossover ray is much better, and we're pushing a little bit more heat on this side over here. Now that's 50 amps total. Let's go ahead and look at what another option might be. Another option, and I'm going to use the Slimline units in this application, because I just like the looks of the Slimline a little bit better. It's a little bit more square shape, and the distance itself, if I compared it to, you know, this unit here, this is about an 8-inch distance, and this is about a 5-inch distance, so it's a little bit reduced as far as its output. And another thing I should just mention is, let me just bring this up here real quick, is the Slimline 4,000 watt unit is 16.7 amps a piece. So at 16.7, you know, we're running what is that, 32 almost 33 amps. That extra one, 40, you know, now we're at almost 50 amps right there. So I would say that would probably be the better option if you're trying to heat up the whole entire space. However, the 4,000 watt at this elevation might not be the most ideal. What you might want to do is take a 4,000 Slimline unit, and let's try this real quick. Give me just 1 minute here. If we just took a Slimline and we placed it here and adjust the angle real quickly, and then possibly moved it so that it was centered over the edge over here and centered within the span of the patio. Let's go ahead and center it right here, and then you see here, and then we'll put it up here against the top, or I should say the bottom of the beam. And let's turn these ones off here for a second and turn this off here. So here you can see that the footprint, I'm going to turn this back on here. You know, the footprint is about a foot higher here than what I just now showed you here. So it might be a better option if you know, are trying to heat up the whole entire space by using mounting, I should say, down below on these beams here. So let's go ahead and try this again, and we'll do an extra one over here. So in any case, yeah, this would probably be the better option if you're going to use the Slimline, is to mount them on the bottom edge of these beams. And then also possibly on this one over here, because you're sitting up almost an additional foot higher than the, you know, just lounge chairs or dining chairs. The seating height is a little bit higher, so your intensity is a little bit more. And also, if you were to stand in this space over here, you'd probably feel too warm after a little while. So I would probably go with a 3,000 watt if in fact this is going to be bar stool seating and standing space over here. So 3,000 watt Slimline here, 4,000 here, 4,000 here, and I think this would be a really good application actually. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that as an additional option here. Just give me 1 second so I can keep this on file. Let's see if I can do that. And there we go. So yeah, if we went back to what I originally stated, you know, it looks kind of nicer from a standpoint of not seeing the units as well. However, if you were to want to use the Slimline units, the units would stand out a little bit more in the patio, but it would operate much better because that throw is, you know, further down for this space over here. So I think that's about it. One last thing I should mention is the clearance over here again. If this beam is in fact, you know, pushed in further than that 2 feet, you may want to take a double look at that as well. Going above the heaters, 6 inches of clearance above, 6 inches of clearance on all 4 sides above the heater itself. So, all right, let's go ahead and turn that off. And I think that's about it. So I hope this has helped. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you'd like us to review your plans, please send your information into designs@patioheat.com. And please tap that like button if you find this video useful. This is how many YouTubers actually find our videos, is by your help in just giving us a simple thumbs up. Feel free to make a comment and feel free to send your information in to us. We really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Have an excellent day.